a blistering solar flare erupts from the sky, rippling through the atmosphere. A small village lies in its path. The flare blooms, growing larger by the second. The ground trembles as the first visible signs of change appear in the locals, veins glowing with golden light, their eyes flickering with energy. Termicon stands in the monitoring station watching the solar flare on screen. Leah approaches, looking at the same feed. Her face is filled with concern. LIA, seriously, it's like the sun itself is breeding energy. Termicon, it's not a natural event. Something or someone is manipulating the flare. Int Refuge Base, War Room. Dayrail stands by a large display tracking solar anomalies. Data feeds stream rapidly. On screen, multiple flare bursts converge, indicating a pattern. Rail, these spikes aren't random. They've been synchronized to activate something. Laia, then, the echoes from last week weren't just signals. They were orders. Termicon to Rail. Where's the flare's epicenter? Rail, Southern Asia, and it's already spreading across multiple regions. EXT. Southern Asia. Dire scorched landscape. Once green, now burned under the intensity of the flare. The sun burns brighter in the sky as if it's feeding the radiation into the ground. Sarah, now wearing a suit of solar-infused armor, walks through the village. Her glowing veins pulse. Sarah, whispering, "It's happening. The bloom is here." Her voice is a soft hum against the growing wind, filled with static energy. She turns her gaze to the sky. XT, Southern Asia, Village. Day, Termicon, and Leah arrive on site. The atmosphere crackles with solar energy. Villagers stagger, their skin glowing, some collapsing into unconsciousness as the flare's influence takes hold. Leah, we need to get to the source of this. If we don't, the whole region could... Termiconi, no. They push forward, moving toward the center of the flare's impact zone, where a solar tower stands tall, its surface crackling with energy. Int. Solar Tower. Day, Termicon, and Leah enter the solar tower, a colossal structure half buried in the sand. Inside, the walls are lined with pulsating solar glyphs. It's clear that this is no ordinary facility. This is ancient tech, far beyond what humans have ever built. LIA looking around. This doesn't look like any standard solar facility. It's almost alive. Termicon. The solar glyphs. They're connected to the same pattern I've been tracking. They approach a central control room at the heart of the tower. Inside, a large solar crystal is housed in a chamber, crackling with excessive energy. Termicon, this crystal. It's amplifying the flare. Suddenly, the solar crystal begins to pulse, releasing waves of energy. Termicon grabs Leah and pulls her back as the ground shakes. LIA urgently, "Termicon! We need to shut it down before it burns through the atmosphere." Termicon scans the control panel, but it's sealed with a glyph lock. He focuses, using his hybrid solar power to interact with it. EXT. Solar Tower. Same time outside the tower. The villagers' bodies are reaching critical levels of radiation. Their veins glow brighter. Some are levitating, moving with unnatural speed. The solar bloom has fully taken hold, and the villagers have become solar-infused weapons. Sarah watches from a distance, standing at the top of the tower. Her eyes flicker with golden light. Sarah, whispering. The sun is speaking, and it commands them to rise. Int Solar Tower. Control. Room Termicon struggles with the glyph lock. The solar crystal's energy grows more volatile. Flashes of light surround him as the room begins to warp. The glyphs begin restructuring themselves as though responding to Termicon's presence. Termicon, calm but intense. "Leah, get back! It's going to overload!" Leah steps back, her hand hovering over a backup generator to power the backup systems. She's ready for whatever comes next. EXT. Solar Tower. Same time as. Sarah continues her ascension toward the top of the tower. She raises her arms. Plasma veins surge from her hands, and she begins drawing energy directly from the solar crystal. Serato the sun. All shall be one. Int. Solar Tower. Control. Room Termicon's internal systems begin to overheat, his solar core straining under the weight of the tower's radiation. Rail's voice comes through the comms. Rail, VO. Termicon, we've traced the source of the signal. Sarah's controlling the flow. You have to stop her. Termiconi, no, but I can't stop the tower without her. Termicon struggles, his core flickering dangerously. He pushes through the pain and hacks the central control panel. Blue energy surges from his body, temporarily stabilizing the crystal. Walaya pleading, Termicon, no, EXT, solar tower, same time. The solar crystal explodes, releasing a massive burst of energy. Termicon absorbs the shockwave, his body burning bright like a second sun. The villagers fall unconscious as the flare dies down. Int Refuge Base. Knight Termicon's form appears distorted as he is transported back to the base. His hybrid core is draining power rapidly. Leah rushes to his side. LIA, supportively. You did it. The tower's gone. Termicon, struggling to speak, but the signal, it's still there. It's not over. We've only delayed it. EXT Earth's skies. Night in the distance, the solar gate flickers again, still active. Fade out, title card. Termicon, SUNFALL Season 2, Episode 2, Flare Bloom.